Good morning, guys. It is morning. It is Tuesday morning, and I'm exhausted because I have been having heat thingies all night. Woohoo! For being in the menopause. No, I'm not gonna whine. I'm just very, very tired. I am going to head off to work today. I have a few things to do before that. A few orders to be packed. Oh God, I got a whole bunch of orders, and I had things I had to do. I have to do it immediately, and we'll see later how this will work. But I have a bunch of orders. They're going out, so I had to do that, and I have to wake up because I haven't done that. I'm having some coffee, and I'm trying something out, even though I have had allergic reactions to coconut. And really been I think my kitty just wiped off our table down on the floor. Good work, kitty. That is how things goes here. You can't have things in piles, and still we do. We have had pretty busy weeks, both me and Christopher have been a little bit under the weather, so we haven't really cleaned things as we should. Yeah. And I'm having issues with having my cross stitches out because Gizmo's new favorite things is steal my needle minders and chew them up, take the needle out of my projects. He actually takes the needle. Sometimes when I stitch it, I'm supposed to just go to the bathroom, so I'll leave the needle in because I can't have my needle minders anymore because Gizmo goes and takes them. And he goes there and he pulls them out with his teeth. And the other day he actually used my little berries as his pawing thingy, so I had to fix it. But yeah. So Gizmo has new ideas on how to do things, which I really don't appreciate. But at the same time, I actually need to get a little bit more organized. A little while ago, I did that. I went through all my cross stitching. I rolled them up nicely, put them in my cupboard, together with the books I have for organizing. I have to figure out a system to organize kits because I don't really at this moment. It's just for my heads that is the best organization, just because those patterns are on PDFs and on proper PDFs. There are other patterns that don't do a table grid when they are imported as a PDF. Instead, they are images, which means you can't do the highlighting technique. You have to basically draw on the chart, and I'm not that precise. I'm a little bit shaky, so I'm not that precise, so I have a hard time doing that, so we'll see. But yeah, I have to organize my things. I have to get them all into my cupboards so I know where I have everything, and I have some things I want to try. So I'm gonna dye some white threads in cool colors, and we'll see what it will end up with. Every time that I start this, I kind of go around to other companies and look, because I don't want to price my things too low. I want to stay in about the same cost that other companies get, because I'm not there to kind of go in and lowball them. I want to be able to kind of give cool products for good prices, but still not too low. So I go around and I get all flustered and all like, I can never do this, I'm not good enough. But I've been in that mood for a week or two. I'm having my progesterone treatment, which I have every 2 months, and my whole emotional system just flies out the window. I'm so emotional. I cry all the time and I'm so tired and all of that just because of this freaking treatment. But I need to have it because otherwise I risk other really bad things happening with the body. They have found that if you go into premature menopause, you are a much higher risk of getting osteoporosis and heart disease and things like that. So you still have to get hormone treated for it. So I'm a little bit wacko. I've been for about a week, but you might have noticed. Hey, I poured freaking hot water on my hand. It actually, my hand is actually coming along nicely. I have no infections. It's a little bit red because it's very dry. I do treat it with aloe every night, but I'm thinking about getting some coconut butter to smear on it. Because I need something that doesn't contain any perfumes or chemicals, because that could hurt my finger. So we'll see. I'll look into it. But yeah, I've been talking to you a very long time now. So good morning, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'm home. Finally, I got my soft pants on. I got my latte. It is my last Starbucks latte for a while. It was a free one, so I thought, hey, I'm gonna use my free latte. I need to cut down on milk and sugar and stuff, so that means my lattes will go bye-bye. Or at least the ones I get from the store. I have tried the coconut milk together with a little bit of milk and the espresso I have at home. It actually works great, and I don't need any sugar because the coconuts taste very sugary. So we'll see if I can use that in the long run. But guys, I had an allergy reaction today. I went into work. I was a little bit late into work today. I wanted to fix my order and all of that. I get into work and I found out that they had a meeting at 8:30 that I was supposed to be at, but because they hadn't put me into the right mail conversation, I totally missed it, which makes me a little bit sad because I would have made sure that I was there at 8:30 if I knew. So yeah, that kind of sucked. Number two, after I gotten in, or after a couple of hours, I decided that I'm gonna have lunch and then I'm gonna work. So I stayed a little bit longer so I could have lunch. I went down and I got a salad. And I usually read the ingredients list very thoroughly. But this was a quinoa and chicken salad with, on the side, a soy and ginger dressing. And I knew I couldn't have the dressing because it was soy in it, but it didn't say anything about soy in the rest of the salad, and I kind of didn't expect it to be any soy in the rest of the salad. I kind of looked into it in the ingredients list. First of all, there is beans in the salad that wasn't in the ingredients list, which is kind of strange. Don't know what they had done. It says like quinoa salad, including this and this and this. And like a very long time later, it says soybeans. Because of the ingredients list being on the inside of the packaging, meaning I had to open up the bottom of the packaging to be able to read it, I didn't. Instead, I just kind of believed that there would not be soy in the rest of the salad. So I bought one, I went to the office, I sat down and I started eating. And first of all, I started eating the salad. I'm like, this tastes a little bit like there is dressing already in the salad, which it shouldn't be because the dressing is on the side. But I continued eating it. I saw that there were beans in it, but I kind of brushed them to the side because I can't eat beans at all. I thought I can eat the rest of it. And I ate the rest of it. And then I started to have problems breathing. It wasn't super bad. It wasn't like I couldn't breathe at all. I still got air in, but it was like really much harder, and I started to get a little bit woozy and stuff. It was kind of scary, but at the same time I sort of knew what it was. And it didn't get worse. It kind of stick to for like half an hour, just being very itchy and hard to breathe. And then a friend of mine gave me an antihistamine, and then I could breathe much easier. It's still a little bit itchy, and it's like 2 hours later, so yeah. So I'm not really happy with that coffee shop, because I couldn't read the ingredients until I had opened the package, which kind of sucks and kind of doesn't really that good of them, because I should be able to read the ingredients list when I buy it. I shouldn't have to open the packaging to do that. The other thing is the way the ingredients list was listed. They had like quinoa salad including, and in parentheses, things, and they had dressing including in parentheses, and then there were no parentheses around a whole bunch of things that I don't know if they were inside or outside the dressing. So on top of being soybeans and soy powder, it was actually ordinary flour, gluten, wheat flour in it, and egg yolk powder. None of these things are things I'm supposed to eat. The soy is the thing that makes my throat close up a little bit, so I know that it was the soy that I reacted to, but yeah. I might have a very bad tummy tomorrow. I'm not that happy. So I've learned once again that I really need to read the ingredients list thoroughly, and I need to get myself far away from soy. So yeah, stupid me. Well, as I just landed at home, I'm gonna sit down. I have a few shop things to do. Push away shipping buttons, because I don't push shipping buttons until I put the packages into a mailbox. And I have a couple of orders that went out together with some other packages. And then when I've done that, I'm going to try to edit some of the vlogs, because I really need to edit the vlogs. And then I'm going to clean off my table and finish a video that is going up somewhere in the future, because they haven't released the stamps yet. But I had a lot of fun making the card. Yeah. Those are the few things that I have to do first and foremost. I would want to make a card to be posted tomorrow morning, so we'll see if that is in the time frame of my day. And then we have all the other things I want and need to do. So yeah, the lists are getting longer again. Being on the sofa for a couple of days due to me pouring boiling water on my hand was wonders for my cross stitching, but it didn't make any wonders on my list. So yeah, but back to work. It is time for me to head to bed. I have spent the whole day making mostly what I'm supposed to do. I fixed my vlogs, I fixed some paperworks, and I tied some threads. This is my threads. They look very sad in that little bucket, hanging like that, and they're still wet, so I can't really put them out and see how they look. But right now, it's very Eastery, because that is what's the mood I was in. And also I had 5 skeins of DMC, so I could just dye up 5. I'm having a cone coming though, which is gonna be awesome. So I'm gonna try playing with some more white DMC. And then the rest of the time I actually been sitting and doing research, because my doctor said that she thought it would be good if I went through these different places, and she kind of look at like a nourishment physician, which I actually have a time with tomorrow morning at 9, so that is why I really need to go to bed right now. And then she had some other links, and a whole bunch of those links is the ones I'm very skeptical of them. I'm a little bit afraid when a physician like, oh, you should look at this, and the things that is written there are so terrible, and it's written in all of the ways of how a scam artist do it, and because of that I can't really believe in it. That is because I'm skeptical of it, and I'm very skeptical of alternative medication, not because it doesn't work, but because there are a lot of people out there that will use you. There are a whole bunch of things that said, one of my favorite one is a Swedish person. He sells silver iodine water that you should drink because it's good for you, and he's actually the owner of a silver company, so just that he is the frontier about this makes it a little bit iffy. But the other thing is, one of the kind of selling moments is that 10 million Americans can't be wrong. But I have been looking, and I've been researching this on internet, and I haven't found one single link that can show me who those 10 million American is. There isn't, it's not even thousands. It's like there isn't 10 million people who have said that it is correct. And it isn't, it's like, it's not even sales figures. There's nothing that he can use that argument for. And that is what make me very, very skeptical. And that was the case with these other links that she sent. It wasn't that specific issue, but there were some other iffiness. So we'll see. She and me will have difference of ideas when it comes to that part. But I am going to meet the nourishment physiologist. I think that's the word. You know, these big words, not always I can pronounce them. Tomorrow. So I can get to know if there is something wrong with my body. But right now I'm heading to bed, so good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.